the Roman Empire. Just saying the name conjures up images of gladiators, emperors, and legions. For centuries, Rome dominated the Mediterranean world. Roman power seemed unbeatable, but even the mightiest empires can fall. From humble beginnings as a small city-state in Italy, Rome grew to control a vast territory. This expansion brought wealth, power, and stability for centuries. However, cracks began to appear in Rome's foundations. By the 5th century AD, the Roman Empire in the West had crumbled. The collapse of Rome wasn't caused by one single factor. It was a perfect storm of problems that brewed over centuries. Economic hardship, military instability, political corruption, and barbarian invasions all played a role. Understanding these factors helps us understand why such a powerful empire eventually fell. The story of Rome's decline is a cautionary tale. It reminds us that no civilization, no matter how mighty, is invincible. By studying Rome's mistakes, we can learn valuable lessons about the fragility of power and the importance of strong institutions. Imagine a society where prices keep rising, but wages stay the same. That's what happened in the later Roman Empire. The economy experienced a period of decline that severely strained the empire's resources. One major problem was inflation. The Roman currency lost value, making everyday goods incredibly expensive. Imagine a loaf of bread costing a month's wages. This made life incredibly difficult for ordinary people. Another issue was over-reliance on slave labor. As the empire expanded, it relied heavily on slaves for agriculture and other industries. This created a large unemployed population and stifled innovation. Why innovate when you have a free workforce? The Roman government tried to fix these problems, but their solutions often made things worse. Increased taxes and economic inequality further burdened the population. These economic woes created widespread discontent and instability within the empire. A strong military was crucial to Rome's power. Roman legions were once feared throughout the world, but over time the Roman military faced a number of problems that weakened its effectiveness. Constant warfare had taken its toll on the Roman army. Maintaining such a large empire required a massive military presence, and recruiting enough soldiers became increasingly difficult. The army, once made up of loyal citizens, increasingly relied on foreign mercenaries. These mercenaries, while effective fighters, lacked the discipline and loyalty of Roman citizens. They were more interested in personal gain than in the empire's well-being. This decline in the quality of soldiers made the army less effective and more prone to corruption. At the same time, Rome faced increasing pressure from outside forces. Tribes from beyond the empire's borders, often called barbarians, began to launch increasingly bold raids. Weakened from within and facing relentless attacks from without, the Roman military struggled to defend the empire's vast frontiers. Section 4. Political corruption, a house divided. Imagine a government plagued by corruption and instability, where leaders are more interested in personal gain than in serving the people. That was the situation in the later Roman Empire. Political corruption had become rampant in Rome. Emperors often seized power through violence and assassination, leading to short reigns and political chaos. The Roman Senate, once a symbol of Roman power, became a playground for wealthy elites more interested in personal gain than in the empire's well-being. This instability at the top trickled down to the provinces. Government officials often exploited their positions for personal gain, leading to widespread corruption and a lack of trust in Roman rule. The people, burdened by economic hardship and disillusioned by political corruption, lost faith in the empire's ability to provide stability and security. Section 5. The empire divided, east and west drift apart. Imagine a once unified empire splitting into two, each half facing its own unique challenges. That's exactly what happened to Rome. In an attempt to address the growing problems, the Roman Empire was divided into two halves, the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire. The Western Roman Empire, with its capital in Rome, faced the brunt of the economic and military problems. The Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, with its capital in Constantinople, fared somewhat better. It had a more stable economy and a stronger military. However, this division ultimately weakened the empire as a whole. The two halves often squabbled amongst themselves, diverting resources and attention away from external threats. The Western Roman Empire, weakened and divided, was eventually overrun by barbarian invaders. The Eastern Roman Empire survived for another 1,000 years, but never achieved the same level of power and influence as the unified Roman Empire.